Hello,
We
welcome to another episode of
Yep.
California Sober.
Yeah, we're your host. I'm marijuana Mo and Ashtray.
Oh man, you could have came up with a better one. I was
easy
thinking
one,
like
bro.
turpentine tray. That would have been
That's
sick.
very-
Went with the idea.
Ashtray, it's simple.
Turpentine was fucking. That was the move. You
What do you-
fucked that up.
Dude, what are you fucking from the lost city of Atlantis, bro? Turpentine?
Yeah, it has to do
turpentine
with
tray.
it has to do with marijuana. I had one in
Hey,
the
don't
fucking,
disrespect the Ashtray, bro.
I'm not, dude. It's what I tell
We
people.
all
It's
need a
what
good
I tell.
ashtray.
It's what I tell people my name is.
It's common for you because it's you, bro. But these people, they'd like,
They don't know, but if you don't know, whenever I introduce myself to somebody, they don't really get it the first time I say tray, so I say ashtray. And if you're of my generation, or you're like black, Mexican, somebody that grew up in the area where don't be a menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood, that was his nickname. So 90% of the time when they hear it, they just kind of chuckle. So it's nice.
Depends on where they're from, bro. Some people don't get it.
Mm-mm.
I thought it's got to be used, bro. It's a good one to be used.
It's what I tell people, so it works. Might get
Episode 7,
7,
right?
I don't fucking know.
We're episode 7.
We're episode 7. We're live. We're here.
I know because I do the edits, so it's like I have to save the files like 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, dude, I work entirely too much right now, so
Damn, bro. Is that my vape right there?
it probably is.
Want to toss it?
I will. Let's see if we can do this.
Nice.
Oh, fuck.
Got that on camera. Bang.
Dang, dog. I could have been a fucking world champ beer pong.
It's weird having to do shit around the arm,
Yeah, dude, it's a little bit of a obstacle in the way.
You gotta get used to it. Well, we can get the mics or they're clip-ons.
It just seems expensive.
There's some cheaper ones. They're the only problem with those is they're omnidirectional, so they're made to pick up sound everywhere.
Yeah.
So when I edit, it's just more shit that I have to cut out,
I feel professional like this.
Yeah, they're not gonna sound like as dark as this. These are made to sound like deep and dark, Those other ones, they're more. They pick up more high frequencies and shit.
We need deep and dark. Our souls, man.
Yeah, I was thinking too. We could get 2 of them for if we have like for the guests. Before I got the other 2 mics, I was like, I just gonna get a pair of those so you can just clip it on them, so we don't have to set stuff up.
Yeah, eventually.
I don't know, whatever. I still gotta get one more tripod though. I just remembered.
Worst case, they can hold it. They're adults.
That's true.
Or I can hold one.
Yeah, we could.
I don't mind.
Well, mine. I'll just get another tripod though.
Just-
I was thinking about that. But anyways, episode 7. It's been raining like crazy, bro.
I feel like I live in Portland, like
Just
I
wanna
said
say
when
it.
I came here.
Dude, this 17. I think people have died already, right?
It's something. Well, I was watching Tim Dillon's podcast yesterday, and I think he records the week before or something, and he said something like 12 had died. There's like gnarly mudslides in places going on right now.
Insane, bro.
Places are flooded. One of the dudes I work with, it was on my day off when it was raining last week, and he said Melrose was like completely flooded. Like dudes were trying to pull a car out of the street. Because it was like, he said it was high as fuck, like knee deep at least when they were trying to pull the car out, and then it went to the side more.
Savage, dude. Yeah, there's like, and then I know, did you see that lady that's kid got washed away? That was savage, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like this lady was driving her kid to school, and like she drove through a flooded area, and it took them, and she got her and her kid out of the car, but then they got separated once they got out of the car.
How do you get separated?
The current. So, but I don't know. The last I checked, it had already been like 2 or 3 days. I was like, dude,
he's fucking with Pennywise. He's with Pennywise now, dog.
He's gone, bro.
Fucking, we all float down there.
Oh yeah, we all float on, bro.
Modest Mouse. R.I.P. the drummer for Modest Mouse. He died a couple weeks ago.
In the flood?
No, he just died from being sick or something. I don't know. Popped up on my Twitter.
Was it COVID?
I don't know if it was exactly COVID related. I think he might have had cancer or something like that.
Oh, was it because of the vaccine? Every time people that die, bro, I always read the comments and people are like, "Did they take the vaccine?" and or something.
You're trying to get a shadow ban, dog. You can't be talking about COVID like that on YouTube's.
Yeah, bro. I've been like, I got sick like almost 2 weeks ago now, and I still have a cough, bro. It's gotten better though. It just won't go away, dude. I think I got that RSV thing or whatever.
Oh, I can't think what it's called. I just talked about it earlier too. I don't know. I had like a gnarly sinus infection like a month ago.
Yeah.
Or no, probably like 2 months ago now. That shit sat with me for like almost 2 weeks.
Is this what getting old is, or the virus is just getting better?
I think I don't know, dude. I don't get sick very often.
Yeah.
And like I was like, fuck, I felt like dog shit. Like I didn't want to go to work one day, and that takes a lot for me. So I don't know. It might be a bit of both.
Yeah.
I think your body's rocked in different ways, and my body's rocked in different ways. Mine's from drugs, flatlining from heroin, and yours from just fucking getting beat the fuck up all the time with Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Along with some helpful drugs.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I thought I broke my foot a few days ago.
Luckily,
Did I text you it? I think I told you what happened.
Luckily, my man's is okay.
Yeah, I should have taken a picture, dude. I was thinking about doing it, but I was in so much pain. I was trying to like sleep as much as I could, dude.
Did it look like a softball was on your foot?
Dude, my foot was so swollen I couldn't put on a shoe, bro.
Been there.
It was like, so when it first started swelling up, dude, I was like, oh, dude, I should leave right now, dude. So I left the gym, dude. And by the time I got home, I couldn't take my shoe off. And then the next day I was like, I should go to the doctor's, dude. And I was trying to put a shoe on. I couldn't, bro. I just rolled up in sandals. I was just like in the rain and shit. I'm like, fuck it. Figure it out, bro.
That must have hurt so bad.
Dude.
With the sandal? Because you wore slides?
Bro, like, yeah, I wore slides.
The slide wouldn't even go on your foot really, huh?
Yeah, I wore slides. It was fucking shitty, bro. And then, you know, like when I saw the doctor, he was like, trying to figure out where like the like if there was a break, you know, so he's like feeling shit and it's like, dude, it hurts so bad, bro. And then he's like well, we can't tell if it's broken like without an x-ray. And I'm just like, bro, then why'd you do all that?
Yeah.
Like what was the point of all that, bro?
You can see it swollen really bad.
That was so disrespectful. I was just like, bro.
That's what they did with my ankle.
Yeah.
Like they didn't know it was broke. Like when I showed up, it was one size, and then they did the first x-rays on the ankle. And then the doctor came in and he's like, it doesn't look like anything's broken. He's like, take the shoe off. And then I take my shoe off, and then he's like, pull up your pant leg. And I start to pull up my pant leg, and it doesn't want to like go over my ankle part. And he's like, huh. And then I get it over my ankle, and he's like, there it is. My ankle was like the size of a softball.
Yeah.
It only took like, it would probably been, I don't know, almost an hour since the car sat on my ankle. And within like 10 minutes, it went from like, not all that crazy to like a softball on the side of my foot. And he's like, oh yeah, your ankle's broken. Yeah. But we're going to take some more x-rays just to be safe.
Well, they want to take more because you said like sometimes they don't see it at the first initial x-ray. My homie said they took him 5 x-rays to find out he broke, I think he broke his rib or something.
I mean, you can't even really do shit about that.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
I had my ribs broken in jail one time.
That sucks. I had mine broken at another gym.
Yeah, no, it sucked because I was like working too. I was in workers, so I had to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the broken rib.
How'd you break it?
Bad.
Usually, don't tell me it was something stupid like you fell.
I had to tell the cops that, but you know, things happen. Literally what had happened was I played the martyr in a situation to where I thought I did save everybody else's ass that I worked with, but at the same time, things got fucked up back. So like everybody calls where you get housed at the pad. So everything got fucked up back at the pad because the whites worked in what's called the scullery. So when you go to jail, you get the tray, you get done with eating the tray and you leave, you put the tray and we wash them, send them back out to get more plates. People like to sling the trays in. Like you can get a gnarly whipping motion with the fucking slot open like 1.5 inches by like 6 or like a foot, dude. Yeah. People whip them gnarly. So like this one redneck fool that was a straight J-cat, meaning if you've never been to jail, a J-cat is like they shouldn't be there. They're special. They're idiots. They're fucking large R's, you know, part of the cool guy club.
All the
that
spectrums of the rainbow.
This dude was definitely on the spectrum. He was from Florida. Not like Miami or Orlando, like inland Florida.
The ghetto part, the country part.
Inland Florida. He was a white boy with a country ass high pitch accent. And for whatever reason, he loved working that dishwasher spot where the trays got flung. And I worked it before there, and like I got beat up so often.
It was like, fuck this shit,
dude.
Bro.
I was happy to give it to him, but at the same time, I'm like, it's a risky spot because like you get a tray slung the wrong way. Like I've seen dudes break their fingers. Aww. Yeah, it gets gnarly. And he had a temper on him. So I was like, oh, dude, I just don't want to get beat up anymore. So I let him do it because for whatever reason, they let me run the scullery.
Yeah.
And this one morning, like the INS people come in, like the ICE holds. These guys, they wear like bright yellow suits. It's immigration, like whether you're illegal from anywhere. There were like 2 Russian cats, mad black fools from like Somalia and places like that. Then a gang of Mexican cats. And for whatever reason, they hated the regular GP population. So like every chance they got, they'd fling trays the whole 9. So this fool worked his first like hour on the line, them serving and just getting trays flung. Like I saw his fingers get dope fiend like 7 or 8 times tough, and he took it a lot. And then they started serving the regular dorms, like guys that we see normally, because you go to Chow, you'll see them, blah blah blah.
Oh, dude, did we wait 15 seconds to drink the beer?
I haven't drank. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out. Either way,
I'll cut to you then.
For sure. Then they start serving GP, and you know, just for luck and joy this day, they're flinging more trays at them as soon as it starts serving, and there's like 3 rows of blacks just lined up right by that window. And one dude flings a tray and it hits this dude in the fingers again, and he just fucking leans over and is like, boom, flicks a tray back out and is like, fuck you, hard R's. And
was this dude big or something? Or
no, dude, he was like 6'2", but like 100 and I don't know, 50 pounds. He was like my weight at 6'3", 6'2".
Yeah,
complete retard. Says that shit. And we all sat back, and I was like, yo, fucking, you can't be doing that, dude. Like, calm down. And no later than I get done saying that, one of the fucking dorm cops comes whipping in the fucking scullery. And it's like, what the fuck just happened? Like, you're about to cause a whole ass race riot out there. Blah, 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 blah. And I look down, and I see it's like nothing but black people sitting right there. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, this could be so bad in the next 30 minutes. And he's like yelling and bitching, and this stupid motherfucker is like sitting right there by the scullery. I'm sitting right there too, like by the wash tray, and he's looking around. He's like, something's gonna happen tonight, and leaves. They end up calming everything down. They kick everybody out, finish feeding everybody. He gets like a couple more trays flung, and I just tell him to get off of the like just leave the station, switch with me. I finish it off. And then we're cleaning. I'm like, please let this just be over with.
Yeah.
And there was this one sheriff that was the absolute worst. He had like Bible verses tattooed all the way up his forearm. Like he thought he was a total.
He's compensating it.
Total bad. He thought it was total badass. Yeah. Like I've heard people. There's stories of this guy taking his radio off and like getting down with fools at like the main jail, I think. But he comes whipping in, and I'm like, this is done. Someone's getting absolutely fucked tonight. And he's like, everybody get out there. He makes a strip down, fucking squat. Like, for whatever reason, squat, cough the whole night. Like, we already had contraband, but we didn't. And then he lines us all up, nuts to butts, and it's just like, so who did it? Who's the one responsible for this? And like, honest to God, where the fucking scullery is at Theo Lacey jail, there's a window. Where all the cops hang out. Total cop shop. Yeah. Like, they're just chilling. They know exactly who said this shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, y'all better tell us or everybody's shit's gonna get fucked up, this, that, and the other. And everybody's like looking over at this fool and nobody's saying nothing. He's like, if nobody owns up, like everybody's shit's getting fucked up. And I was just like, all right, yeah, it was me.
Wow, he took it?
I played the martyr.
And you got your rib broken by the cop? Or
no, not by the cop, by like three dudes back at the dorm. But
why'd you take it though? Fuck them.
Because I don't want everybody else's. Because like where you're living, technically, it's not just white people. It's other races also, and different people have different things in their bunks.
Yeah,
and if you don't bring any like heat or like attention to the area where you live, none of the shit that you have that's extra is going to get taken, more than likely.
Nice.
So where I was at in my cube,
did you have a box of condoms?
I didn't have anything. They don't even have
Salute.
condoms there. They have condoms in prison. That's super weird.
Is it?
They do because of like some gay. It's called PREA, Prison Rape Initiative Act, so it doesn't happen.
That's what they call it.
Pretty much. Regardless of that, fucking, I own up to it. The cop knows it's not me. He knows exactly who it is, and he's like, "Oh, really?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Yeah." And then tells this fool fucking like come out. He's like, "I've already fucked up the whole like everybody's paths already fucked up back there. We know you did it. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here." Takes this fool, leaves him in the loop for like 5-6 hours in his underwear, like bad. And like he must have been the coldest he's ever been in his life. Like be outside right now in your boxers without the rain.
It's pretty cold right now. You'd probably die.
It sucked. I've been in that situation for like 6 hours in my boxers. It's you want to die for sure.
Yeah.
But then we get back to the pad after work, and they're like, "What happened?" Just in fact, one of the guys that works in the scullery is the same cube where the rep for the whites are living at that moment too. So all his shit got fucked up. That guy was a total douchebag. Also, like to throw the power around. Big ass white skinhead dude from Riverside. So it was
Riverside,
like,
motherfucker.
yeah, dude, basically. So get back. My homie Turtle is like, "Hey, like something's got to happen. Like you're in charge of the scullery. Let it happen." I was like, "Whatever, dog. Like fucking." Whatever has to happen, like at this point. And he's like, "Well, who do you want?" And I was like, give me like the two dudes I knew. Like I was really good friends with them. And I was like, "Give me them two and then whoever." And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck. I might as well have my homies beat me up if it's going to happen."
Yeah.
Rather than some random dudes.
Facts.
So they go get him. We go to the back, get ready. And then instantly... the one kid just like ducks under as I swing, just ducks and fucking lights my rib up so goddamn hard that I buckled. I just dropped instantly. I couldn't breathe for like a second and a half. They make me get back up, and then I just like fucking balled up kind of and let the rest of it happen. So I was like, I'm dusted, dog.
You've never been a fighter anyways though, bro.
Nah, not much of a fighter anyways. Like I'll give him my all, but like I fucking absolutely buckled when he hit me. And then it was like done and over with. Everybody shook hands, all hugged, fucking blah, blah, blah. It was like 20 minutes later, I go to get in the shower and I'm already like green and black on my ribs. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I had to go through like...
So can I ask you a question, dude? What happens if you like the guy that's supposed to get beat up beats up the guys that's supposed to beat him up?
They'll just send bigger ones in.
It just keeps going?
Yeah.
And then what if you beat them up?
It's literally happened, I think... that I can remember once, and he just got caught slipping when we went to chow one day.
Yeah, but it's not like all right, you win.
No, you're gonna get beat the fuck. Something's gonna happen eventually. You may be Billy Badass for that day, but they'll make it bad for you.
Did you ever see that Joe Rogan episode when he had Bobby Green on, the UFC fighter? Do you watch Joe Rogan?
Yes.
So you know who Bobby Green is?
The name sounds so familiar. I've heard him talk about him before.
I think he's from California.
Is he the guy that killed somebody?
No, his coach is the one that was they got him for his coach was on, so he did like 8 years in jail or something, or 10 years, and it was basically because like he was gonna sell a car, so some dude like hit him up to buy he went to go buy a car off Craigslist, and so the car that he bought was stolen, and so he got pulled over, and then like they impounded the car, so he went back to the guy that he bought the car from. And then he when he was talking to him, he saw his computer, and his computer has his ID, and then it had like his wife's information, his information, like shit about his kid. So these people were running a scam. So what they were doing is they were stealing cars and then selling them like on the internet, and then but really what they wanted was your ID. So when when you go buy a car, you trade IDs for the
bill of sale.
Yeah, bill of sale, exactly. So that's really what they wanted was your ID, and then they would like open up a bunch of credit cards and shit. But like when he saw his name and then his wife's name and then like his kid and all that, his address, he didn't know what they wanted it for, so he fucking tripped out and he started like what the fuck? He started fighting the guy. Anyway, so the cops came, and because he beat the guy up inside his own house, it was like considered like
in California?
Breaking and entering. I think it was in California, yeah, or like around there. So so they got him for whatever charge that is. So he had to do like some like hard time for that,
Yeah.
But anyways, when he got locked up, he just kept beating the shit out of everyone. So he got the keys and shit. Like,
just became that guy.
He didn't want to be that guy, bro. He's like a super nice guy that is like super intelligent type shit. Never been like arrested for anything before, you know?
Yo, check it out. That is the one that is kind of the dude you want running the area. Like having a dude that's been around the system for a long time is cool also, unless he's really into doing drugs.
Yeah.
Because like what amount of time I've been doing in jail and the one term I have is like dope fiends cause wrecks. No matter if you've done 30 terms or one term, like if you're a dope fiend and like to do drugs really bad, you're going to get your whole race in a wreck. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
So to have some square like that,
yeah,
calling the shots and being like, we're not going to do this, we're going to do that with a level head is like fucking power to you.
Yeah, but so they tried to kill him and shit because they were trying to take the keys back from him and he kept fucking him up.
No way.
It's a cool podcast. I'll send it to you, bro. It's a good one, bro.
That's
but yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so that fool did a bunch of time and just was like the one running the shots, but he just was like, he didn't want it. He just was like, dude, I'm just trying to serve out my time and get out, bro.
And here I am with all the power in the world basically at the spot.
Savage on.
You ever seen the movie Shot Caller?
Yeah, it's a good movie, bro.
Dude, I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
You guys should watch Shot Caller if you've never seen it.
That's a great movie, dude.
Wonderful.
So to go back though about the broken rib, dude, my broken rib, completely different story, bro. When I broke my rib, I fought some dude in like Anaheim, I think it was, or Long Beach, I can't remember. But anyways, like ended up going to his gym like a few months later, just randomly. Like I didn't even I didn't even know this kid's like gym or anything. Like it was, so I fought some other dude and I lost, and then it was a competition, so there's brackets, you know. And so this dude beat the dude he was supposed to fight, and then he had no one for like, I don't know, something happened with his bracket, so he had no. I think someone got injured or something. So he had no one to fight for the next fight, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so like they just asked my coach if like anyone else wanted to fight again. And my coach was like, you want to fight again? So I was like, yeah. So
my boy Cut, he's working on the microphone right now. So why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side, stupid. This is dead time. It's probably gonna get cut anyway.
And we're back. Damn, I got to do that shit all in post. I hate that shit. But at least I'm glad you noticed that something looked different, though.
Yeah. You said, oh, God. So I was like, oh, I might as well look.
Yeah, I pulled it out of the thing. Fuck, that's my bad. Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, so I fought this dude. It was it was considered an exhibition because the weight was off, you know? But anyway, so a few months later, my mom had to get shoulder surgery. And so like I went to go stay at her house for a few weeks just to like help her out with shit, you know? I started going to this gym like that was literally like a mile from her house because I was like, for a while I was going to Spider and then coming back, but it was too much, bro. It was too late, you know? I like to go
long drive.
Yeah. So I was like, let me find a gym closer, you know? So I went to this gym. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to burn them or anything. They're cool people. Everything was cool afterwards. But anyways, I went in there and I'm like signing the waiver, and one of the coaches was like, yo, you look familiar. And I was like, all right, cool. And so I'm signing it and he goes, hey, did you fight in Anaheim recently? And I was like, yeah, I did. And he's like, you have a lot of tattoos? Because I had like a jacket on and shit. I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, I remember you because your hair and your tattoos. Because remember when I used to have blonde? Like, yeah. Anyways, so I was like, oh, bet. So then I'm like looking around and then I see their little insignia, you know? It was like a cobra or some shit, some type of snake. And I was like, wait, I remember that shit. And then it all clicked, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, end of the night after class is over, the coach that hit me up was like, yo, you want to spar, you know? And I was like, sure. But he's like my age, like he's like a student coach type of thing, you know? So I was like, for sure, I'm down, bro. And I go to grab my shit, dude, my mouth guard, my cup. He's like, yo, you don't need that. We're gonna go slide. And I was like, all right. So I just put my mouth guard in just because I was like, fuck it, you know? Dude, no lie. We were legit like having a fight, like right there, like in the ring right there at that gym, bro. Like it was a straight fight, bro. But this fool, like he was Korean, so he knew Taekwondo and shit, which is like, that's my shit, dude. But it's just like, I don't look at that shit because no one in Muay Thai had a Taekwondo background like me. So he threw a spinning back kick and I wasn't used to seeing it, you know? So it fucking landed like straight on my rib and he broke my rib, bro. and dropped me, bro. But fucking like literally, like I literally it was longer than 10 seconds. I ain't gonna lie, it was like a cool minute. Like I was down for at least a minute, and he's like, "You good?" And then my pride was like, "Nah, fuck that shit." So I got up and I was like, "Nah, let's go, dude." So fucking I ended up kicking him in the face like a few seconds later, bro. And this one was like bleeding out of his face, and then we're kind of just looking at each other like, "Yeah, we both got each other." So for the whole rest of the round, we're just poking each other. You know? Around ends, and then he's all like, "Hey, bro," he's like, "Oh, what's up? That was tight. That was fun. Whatever." You know,
like wheezing.
Yeah. And he's like, "Yo," because there's a bar like literally like 4 businesses down in the same lot. So he's like, "Yo, we're gonna go drink at the bar right here. You want to come through?" And like, in my head, I was like, "Dude, my shit's fucked up." No. So I just was like, "Yo," I was like, "I'm down," but I was like, I came down here because my mom. So I was like, so I gotta go check on her because she just had surgery.
The perfect out,
bro. I went home and I was like, if tomorrow this shit hurts, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I woke up the next day, bro. I couldn't even like get out of my bed. I had to roll out of bed, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to the hospital." So I just drove myself to the hospital. Yeah, that shit sucked, bro. That was the first time I broke a rib. I thought I broke a rib in the past, and I remember my coach was like, "Take a deep breath." And he's like, if you can take a deep breath, then it's not broken. And I was like, all right, I could take a deep breath. That I knew it was broken because I remembered that. And so I tried to take a deep breath. I was like,
yeah, dude, it was weeks. It was like on the metal beds at Lacey. I'd fucking fall asleep on my back because it was comfortable. And then it was this rib. So I'd start off and I'd roll over on my right because that's where the wall was. So it'd be dark. And then in the night, I'd switch positions or something. I'd move around and I'd go to roll on my left and I'd fucking wake myself up in pain. And then count would happen at like 4 a.m. And like for the first couple of the days, like this other white boy in the same pod had to jump down and like fucking, I'd just put my hands up and he'd like lift me up basically. And you just hear me go, yeah, as I left it up. Dude, that shit was so funny and so bad at the same time.
Yeah, that shit sucks, dude.
Pretty cool.
That's how I fucked my rib up, dude. Different stories.
Different places.
Equally as cool, though.
Equally as shitty, too. Definitely equally shitty. It looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. It looks super cool. Like, I had a universe on my side.
I remember after I broke it, too, like, I started feeling better. I went to the gym and, like, I threw a cross and then I felt it crack again. And I was like, oh.
What about pooping? Remember pooping?
I'm telling you, well, like just getting out of bed every day, I literally rolled off my bed. I remember like I had something in my hand and I was trying to lift it up to put it like I think I was putting it up here actually, dude, on top of my closet, and just like I just instinctively I was like, let me just
nope, you ain't lifting that far, bro.
No, bro,
we ain't extending.
We're not doing that, bro.
All right, let's jump into it. The first
I had a
topic.
feeling you were gonna say that, bro. I already knew you. I read your mind. Try with the questions, bro.
You know, you gotta move things along.
Bro.
We love talking about jail and stuff.
All right. First, I'll start with the most controversial, bro. That I don't know if y'all know this. The 6-year-old that shot his teacher.
6-year-old shot his teacher.
I think you're the one that sent me that. Actually.
I did send you that. I did send you that information. I mean, it's probably a couple weeks old now.
No, it's only a few days. It happened this week. A few days old. Oh, wait. When they reported it, you mean? No, I think it happened this week.
I don't know. I've sent you a couple of things about fucking kids shooting people. I think one shot his mom over the Xbox.
Oh, yeah. That one was a couple weeks. That was fucked up, too.
And then this, I don't know if it said why they shot their teacher exactly.
He just brought it to school and teacher tried to take it away.
And she got smoked.
He's fucking, I think he capped her a few, like more than once, dude.
I think it was like 2 or 3 times. Pretty gnarly, dude.
What do you do? All right. So
Newport, Maryland. I remember that's where
I saw her in Newport. I was like, I thought it was Newport. Bro, so okay, what do you do in a situation like that? Do you fault the kid or the parent or what?
I think it's all about you got to figure out where the gun came from.
It's the parents, it's the moms.
Okay. I mean, definitely the parent is going to be held accountable because the gun was accessible.
Fuck, I did it again. Is it?
No, you're still.
It's a habit, dude, of just touching shit, bro. I didn't even need to move it. It's already in the spot I left it. It's ADD, bro.
Well, at least it's still working.
Yeah.
But the parent's going to be held accountable because the gun's supposed to be locked up.
Should be locked up.
Yes.
What about the kid though? Does anything happen to the kid? Do you think
the kid does get held? Yeah, the kid smoked the teacher.
I think you got to do it. It's a unpopular opinion. Kids got to do some time. Parents got to do some time.
The question. I mean, the kid could be doing life if it's premeditated.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I wouldn't give him life, but it's like you got to give him something because it's like you cannot do anything about it. Life sucks sometimes, and the cookie crumbles in a shitty way sometimes. You know?
No, yeah, for sure. That kid's gonna be in a spot for a while. But it's just you got to like break down the case though. Like I haven't looked into it, but like if it was premeditated or not, if he planned on doing this, like those types of things. That falls in the lines of like you try the 6-year-old as an adult type deal. I don't know much about Maryland law and how all that shit works, but there's been random cases like that in the past. I don't know about a 6-year-old. I don't know anything about that young, but like they've held 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds as adults.
I don't know if I'd go so far as an adult, but I would definitely give him some time, take him away from his family. Mom has to do some time, and then when they get out, reevaluate if she even gets any type of custody, For sure, the mom, I think, is going to be doing most of the lifting with that, because it's like, dude, that's your gun, bro.
I mean, it's your gun, but the kid took it for whatever fucking reason.
No matter, it's your gun, bro.
I mean, the mom's, like I said, she's going to do sometime. I don't know. 6-year-olds can be crazy, too.
6-year-old's going to fucking come out hard as fuck.
6-year-olds can be crazy, too, dude.
6-year-old is fucking straight, can be like, I'm from the streets at 6, bro.
Well, dude, I had a friend growing up in high school whose brother worked...
I already caught a body, bro.
Well, so his brother worked in Orange County jails, but in the juvenile section, right? And one of the kids they brought in was like 9 and fucking murdered 6 people execution style.
Dang.
But he was like a prodigy for something.
That's
so
savage.
Like he was meant to go in there to learn and then get out and be that guy. So you know what I mean? Like there's levels to like that shit. I doubt it was on that level for this kid in Maryland.
Yeah.
But it's out there.
Yeah, it's definitely out there, dude.
Look at Dahmer.
Dahmer's a little different.
Dahmer's a little different. But
Dahmer's I think
who's to say that kid didn't live in that lifestyle at home?
Yeah, that's true. Well, from what the reports say, he didn't seem like he was fucked up like that, but super sad, bro.
It is.
Do we have
at 6?
Does America have a gun problem?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
So, like, what do you do if you're in charge? What are you going to do about it? What's your solution?
There's nothing you really can. I mean, what do you... I mean, I'm somebody who would
You taking the guns away?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, bro.
No. I also don't think you should arm every citizen either, though, like some people think.
Yeah, I don't think everyone should get a gun, bro.
I mean, like, I hate the fucking cops.
I'm okay with guns being hard to get legally,
Not hard to get. I guess hard to get. Like, you have to pass a test. You have to pass a background check.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to interrupt, but what I do think needs to be added is like, some type of psych eval for
sure.
some of this shit.
Yeah, and I think it should be done annually too. I think every year it's like how you gotta pay for your car for your
like licensing
registration and shit is yearly. I think you should register your firearm yearly. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but it's not a popular opinion. But think about it. Mm-mm. One, I think it does 2 things. It makes sure that it makes sure that legal gun owners have their gun, because how many times have crimes been committed with guns and they're like, oh, I didn't know it was missing.
Yeah, I mean, but like when you bring that like registered, for instance, and doing it yearly, like, bro, we're talking about the government here. They're gonna want to fucking rape you on the back. Like, look at your car registration.
But it doesn't have to be as much as like 300. It
doesn't matter. It's yearly though, and people collect guns. Like, people like to collect.
Yeah, so
guns.
like a $6 fee or something, like a $10 fee,
or just have it be do a license like every 4 years, register your guns.
That's not gonna help the problem with the valuations and shit, though.
It's not gonna help it regardless, because the same people that are evaluating these things are the same people that are obeying the laws. Like, ghost guns are being made by the lot.
I'm not talking about ghost guns. That's a whole I'm talking about in the legal world. Ghost guns you can't do anything about unless you start banning certain programs and shit like that. I'm talking about for legal gun owners. So I'm saying, like,
I think what it is with legal gun owners is, on my personal opinion, it's fine right now, because when you think of crime in America, it's most of these guns are fucking stolen regardless. Look at school shootings. Most school shootings are done with legal guns that they steal from their parents. That's true.
So if you were gonna have like an annual like registration, with an evaluation, you would check, where's this gun at? Where's it being held at? Does the kid have access to that?
But you'd have to call for a random evaluation, because if I go in for an eval or I schedule my eval, obviously my shit's going to be where it's supposed to be at. Uh-huh. But after they leave, like, who's to say?
Yeah, but then if after you leave it on whatever. But then that's on you now. You know.
Yeah.
That's not, now you can't say that your gun wasn't had a spot to be in for your kid not to get to. You know. Now if your kid goes and does the shooting, it's like, yeah, it was your shit. Oh fuck, I didn't charge your shit. I forgot to plug it in again.
Sick. Is it still on?
Yeah, just your battery thing popped.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been wanting to intro, but yeah, that's what I think that.
I don't think that's gonna help though.
It'll help for the school shootings and shit, you know.
But why is it gonna help for the school shootings?
Because most school shootings are kids taking their parents' guns. They're not getting in the black market.
But what I'm saying is, like,
I think all of them,
with your evaluation idea, it's not gonna do anything for when the day the kid decides to take the gun to school.
So if you go to someone's house and you make sure they have a spot that's locked up and away from a kid, why wouldn't they just keep putting it there? Unless they want to be negligent, you know, and then that's on them.
I mean, it's the same. Yeah, well, I mean, the same reason why people with gun safes still have a gun by their bed.
But then, like I said, if that would be the case, then now you're liable for that crime, you know?
I think regardless, the parents are liable. As long as the gun's registered to the mom, she's fucked for sure.
But there's no law that holds parents accountable right now. So this would be the segue to adding that law in now. It's like we do annual checkups if you...
There's no law?
No. Yeah, that's why. I mean,
I want to say there's got to be a negligent firearm law.
Well, how many
for not having it? Just for the very part of it not being locked up like it should.
There's shit that happens, but there's from what I know, there's never been a case where a school shooting happened and the parents were held accountable for that crime. We don't have any.
What about the last one?
Which one?
Not the last. I guess it's because there's so many of them.
Exactly.
Dude, there was one. I want to say it was the one in Florida with the elementary school. The kid obviously just, I don't know. I feel like this is probably a generalized because a lot of these kids display these weird attributes of like being awkward and shit. But the parents let him get a rifle, and there were just plain signs of it not being allowed, and I think they tried to hold the parents responsible. I don't know if it went through or not. Maybe not, because you said you haven't heard of one.
I don't know. You want me to look it up? If you're gonna give me some more shit to Google.
Dude, it's hard because there's been like 3 in Florida. Just type in like Florida elementary school shooting. It might be the one Alex Jones might be on the hook for, actually.
Sandy Hook?
I think that was in Florida too, actually.
We got, all right. There's Parkland. That's in Florida.
Might be Parkland.
Is it Parkland? Parkland.
It was an elementary school, and it was like kindergartners that got smoked.
They were charged with it. I don't think it went through, though.
You know what I'm talking about? Does it kind of vaguely remember it?
Behind the charges faced by parents of the... Oh, wait, no, this is Michigan.
It might have been Michigan. But I know there was a big thing about the parents in whatever like news story I saw, because of the, like, I want to say the way the kid put himself out there, for instance, or like the way he was portrayed.
There's lots to read through, but I don't think they got charged, bro. I don't think we have any laws like that.
Well, then, yeah, I could see with what you're talking about being good to have a law with shit like that.
I mean, it's like, especially
regardless, parents are gonna get charged because people like to sleep with guns by their bed and shit in America.
As long as that shit isn't where your kid's at during the day, if you want to keep it by you, under your pillow, whatever, your kid's got to wake you up to get to that. If it's under your pillow, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, growing up, one of my friends that lived in Grandma's complex, his dad had a fucking long barrel 357 underneath his pillow, like under the sheet. We used to fucking hold it, look at it, and all that type of cool shit. No one ever pointed at each other because it was a fucking
don't do that
long barrel 357. Don't ever point a gun at somebody you're not trying to shoot.
Remember when that dude pointed a gun at me, bro, at that party a long time ago when we were in high school? Can't remember his name.
I don't think I was there.
Yeah, you were there. You were the one that brought me to that party. I remember his name. That shit pissed me off. I was trying to fight him. They got mad and they kicked me out. I think it was his house, but I didn't give a fuck. I was like, don't point a fucking gun at me, bro. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a while back. I remember.
Was it like the Mark days?
Yeah, Mark was there.
I don't remember if I ever take you to a party where there's been a gun.
Yeah, it was one. So I don't know if you're cool with tight with them or how tight you were with them. With some black dude, I think he was on the football team. I don't remember his name. I didn't know him like that.
I don't remember either. That was a long time ago.
He had like I think his parents had like a shotgun. He was like going around pointing at people, and they pointed at me, and I got super butthurt.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't fucking point a gun, you know?
Yeah, don't point guns at people.
Yeah. All right. So next subject, bro. Current events, homie. Oh, dude. We all right. Anyways, that's the next one. All right. So Biden getting caught with classified documents, bro. Did you see that shit? I know you did.
I did, but do you want to specify? Can we talk about which Biden? Because there's already been one caught with things like that, right?
No, the President Biden.
Yes, but Hunter had the laptop.
Yeah. Oh, and I was right though. It was so the laptop was broken. He took it to computer repair spot, and then they pawned it off.
That's how he never came to pick it up.
No. But yeah, but that remember how I said it was like a pawn, and then you're like no, and I was like, dude, I could have sworn it was or computer repair. I'm sorry.
That's pretty nifty.
Yeah. Crackhead.
I did actually. I was watching Joe Rogan. He has this guy Mike Baker on there.
Yeah, Mike Baker. He's cool.
The FBI guy or CIA guy.
I like how he talks, bro.
I love the way that dude talks.
He's very like East Coast, bro.
He's very East Coast and like the most like if you were like, oh my god,
what does he call it? Mugsy?
Yeah, dude, his kids' names. Mugsy. And there's another one. I can't think of what his other kid's name is, dude. Put Mike Baker's kids' names right here.
You want to find out?
But dude, they're top tier. He's like the most American guy ever.
He's like American Dad, bro.
He's totally like American Dad, and just his voice is the most American voice ever.
Sluggy Mugsy.
Yeah, Sluggo. He calls him Sluggo. That's what it is. I was like, that's tight, dude. But they were talking about it on that, and it was like he had these 10 or upwards of 10 documents. One of them was a piece of work that was not fully finished yet.
No pictures. It had no pictures. Exactly. Or it had only pictures. Was it only pictures?
No, it was missing its pictures.
Yeah. And it was all donated to like some institute.
Think tanks. Okay, so that was the weird thing that they brought up was these things happen. Well, for one, the way that classified documents are really kept together get jumbled around apparently when the seat change happens because everybody's trying to get their shit out, get out. So that was he was comparing to like the Mar-a-Lago incident with Trump, like that type of document. These documents also get shipped out at the same time, but the regulations on them and the inventory is fucked.
Yeah,
there's no like centralized inventory of these things. And with the ones that went out to this whatever think tank, it was funded by like 70, I don't know, some random percentage, super high percentage for this certain think tank by China.
Was it? Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So it's like
China, dog.
It's weird. It's like you have all this spy shit going on. You have Russia, you have China, you have everybody wanting to spy on each other.
Americans fucking up.
Yeah, well, no, but all you'd have to do is have a think tank.
Yeah, that's what they're. Yeah, he said that like a lot of these think tanks are funded through China, and it's like
different governments and shit
when
like
you have
that.
Like classified documents that are going. So it was like they had like a what do they call it? Like a display of shit at the think tank and stuff, like a room that was just like had a bunch of these documents. Pretty crazy, and I think it's just really ironic because they were literally burning Trump for the Mar-a-Lago fucking incident with. The funny thing with Trump is like he just doesn't give a fuck, you know.
No, it's like I'm not giving this back.
They're trying to highlight that too as like, well, at least with Trump, it's like he doesn't want to give him back. Whereas Biden immediately, as soon as he realized, went to go return him. But I'm like, either way, bro, tomato, bro. You both fucked up.
You both had documents you shouldn't have had.
Yeah, it's just crazy because it's like funny. That it goes back to like when most people say it's like there's really not that big of a difference between both parties. It's like the differences are like minuscule, and it's like the fact that they're at each other's throat all the time is like crazy. It's like y'all are the same people. It's like the main differences come from like a religious aspect or like a social aspect. Are you more for things that are more in line with religion or more things that are more like progressive?
Yeah, I mean. They're minuscule, but in today, like I feel like they used to be minuscule. Like growing up, I felt like I didn't know what a Democrat or Republican was legitimately until this large left wing, right wing movement happened when I was like when I was shooting dope the whole time and like missing out on politics. That's when I finally learned when they were like blue haired people are left wings, blah, 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 liberals, this, that. And then right wings are conservatives.
What's also because the parties I feel like have started to separate a lot more. I feel like in the early years, like before our time, it's like the parties were more, what do you call it when you're like more in the middle or something? Like,
I don't know what the word is, but I know what you're talking about.
Like supposedly Biden's supposed to be like that, which is the best way you should run a government anyway, I feel like anyways. But now it's like, everyone's like, if you're right, you believe in this shit, and it's like so far this way. And then if you're left, it's like you're so far this way. Mm-hmm. It's like they don't the structures, they don't structure their party amongst common things anymore. You know, it's the differences that they highlight now.
Yeah, for sure,
which is crazy, and it speaks a lot to society because nowadays it's like everything's so outward now. It's like, you know, it has to be to an extreme. If you think about like Instagram and like social media and everything, you know,
for it to like quote unquote blow up or be relevant, it seems it has to be something like that.
Yeah, it's like that's who gets the loudest mouth and shit, you know. So that's what's crazy, but yeah. So
you ever seen the thing about Joe Biden lying about all his credentials?
Dude, that's hilarious, bro. That's just so hilarious. About? Yeah, I haven't seen that make its rounds lately, dude.
That fucking
he's talking about, he's like, I have 3 degrees. I graduated with the full scholarship. And everyone's like, he had half a scholarship and he has 1 degree.
He was like 70th out of 87 people in his class.
Yeah, and he was like top like 10 or some shit.
Like, dude, this video goes around and then people just... I don't know, dude. Everybody lies in politics. Everybody's a liar. Like, everybody had to lie to get somewhere.
Well, the parallels between that and then that Republican candidate that lied about like everything.
Being Jewish.
He was a Puerto Rican, said he was Jewish. He said he worked Santos. For like he worked at like an investment firm. They're like, no, you didn't. Yeah.
You know, one of us should run.
We'd have a better chance. We're definitely a lot more honest than them, bro.
I mean, I'm great at lying though too.
People that went to jail are more honest people than people that run politics. How fucked up is that?
Not all. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, not all.
For sure. Not all of them, but for sure, yeah. Because there's nowhere to run when you're locked up.
Well, but it's just we're normal people. Normal people generally don't like bullshit like that, bro. You know?
I don't know, dog. Like,
it takes a certain type of people to become a politician, bro.
Normal people and criminals are 2 different people, though.
Maybe the criminals.
Real criminals. Real criminals. Yes, normal people are 2 different people.
I'm not a real criminal, bro.
I've met fucking compulsive liars that are totally fucking straight when they're locked up, and that's just because, like I said, they have nowhere to run. Like wherever you go to, someone else can get there and get to you. So like your whole lying bit is out the window. And they're stand-up people when they're locked up. Like they're cool.
Yeah.
And then they get out and they start doing dope again or something, and like all composure goes out the window for 90% of the people they know.
Well, it's like, I mean, example is like politicians are like the best traders, bro.
Yeah.
And why do you think that is? It's because they know it's like they make the laws that influence like how trades are going to happen, you know?
And they have a mouthpiece on them.
And even though like there's a law that says like there's no insider trading.
Look at all of it that happens.
How do you not have insider knowledge when you're a politician about laws?
Look at Nancy fucking Pelosi.
Yeah, she's done better trades than Warren Buffett, bro.
She's never missed. She's never fucking missed.
Never missed, bro.
Oh, so I get it. Politicians are fucked.
Yeah. All right. So Yee. Oh yeah. Here's some Yee news because he's been a little bit out of the news for a while. So.
He disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
It was actually articles about Yee.
His lawyer or something, right? Or his manager.
Somebody said something about it. Oh yeah. I think it was his manager that initially said it.
So Yee. How did that even? It's under you, bro. Oh, just like it's right there, bro. You're freaking out. Damn. Party foul.
Do we cut?
Yeah, we can cut for a second. Cut. Just use that towel right there. How'd that even happen, bro? Action. Trey just party fouled and literally spilled beer all over my floor.
Yep.
I saw it happen and I was like, what is he doing, bro?
I'm so disappointed in myself.
You picked it up so weird, bro. Like,
did I?
How'd you pick it up like with the opposite hand? I'm like, why don't you just use?
I didn't use the opposite. The hand's over here.
You use that hand to pick up the beer that was on that table.
The beer was down here.
Yeah, but didn't you grab it with this hand?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you did. There's
the opening clip to this is just going to be me dropping the beer.
Yeah, I'll make a cool clip out of it.
Right, cool.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's all good. I got wood floor, so
Luckily.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that up before I go to sleep. Though it's gonna be nasty.
Milkshake.
I'm just gonna hit it with some Lysol. Talk real quick.
Hello.
Chilling. So yeah, so Yee, dude, he took off, disappeared, and he married his designer from Yeezy.
Where'd they get married at? I saw that happen. I didn't look into it at all.
They didn't announce it, but I think he had like a wedding ring on, unless he's like tripping on Kim again. Put on the same wedding.
I know recently there was that other thing that happened where like Kim was on TikTok with their kid, and like that kind of caused some controversy.
Don't know.
Yeah, she had Kim. I don't know if it was on the kid's TikTok or her TikTok.
He got mad that that the kids have a TikTok.
Yes, exactly. That was alright. That had already been voiced.
I kind of don't see an issue with that anger. You know,
with what, the kids having TikTok?
Yeah, like, dude, I'm not gonna let my kid have a TikTok. That shit kills your brain cells, bro.
So you don't so you do understand the anger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you said you don't understand.
I don't understand. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right, for sure.
That shit, like, bro, how is his kid's like 5 or something, 6?
I don't know how old. I legitimately don't know how old, but I for sure feel the same way. I feel the same way.
Go the fuck outside, bro. You rich. Yeah.
I mean,
go fucking play with the dolphin.
Something. Like I can't speak. I don't have kids. I don't ever want kids. Fucking FTK. Fuck them kids.
I don't even want. Fuck. I don't feel like adults should have TikTok. That shit is just for your brain poop, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the terms of service are fucking wild. I finally like heard about what they were and looked into it, and like all the shit they have after you sign up is wild. Like access to other computers, this, that, and the other. But regardless, I didn't grow up with a phone. I didn't have a phone until I was like in high school. Like I had a flip phone.
We came from a cool generation because we were like just before cell phones.
The T9 generation.
And then cell phones, you know,
popped.
Yeah.
Like the first smartphone, I was already out of high school. So like I can't really say like I'd never let my kid have a tablet, because my homies that have kids let their kids have tablets that I've heard them say. I'll never let my kid have a phone.
I'll give him a tablet, but I don't want him to be. I'm not going to let him like play with TikTok or these apps that like glue you to it. You know, yeah. I want him to learn how to use a tablet because that's where the future is going. You know, and I don't want him to be like fucking like.
But what about when you get him a phone?
Yeah,
kids have phones at like 9, 10 years old.
I don't know. I'm gonna give him a phone, but I'm gonna block a lot of shit, bro.
You do that?
Yeah. They got child lock stuff. All right, so next subject though, Christine Rock, bro. A little blue face fucking talk right here. She fucking dome checked him with the glass cup. I don't think I can find a video of it happening, but I'm gonna add a video of the after effects right here.
I saw a video of him getting like stitches in his head or something.
Savage, bro.
He's in concussion protocol. I didn't know he was an NFL player or anything. I thought that whole concussion protocol was reserved for athletes as to why they're not playing sports. I've definitely had my own personal concussion protocols.
Yeah.
I know you for sure have had some concussion protocols.
Yeah, here, I'll add one of me getting knocked out.
Add the video footage of him getting fucking wrecked right above my head. It is world class.
I got a good one when they're talking about the one that got kicked.
Yes.
Yeah, with Andre.
Yes.
That's the first time
that dude that's twice your size.
Yeah. That's the first time I've been knocked out, and the last time.
I've been knocked out twice like that.
Yeah, with the head kick?
Not with a head kick. No, definitely not with a head kick. Thankfully.
How'd you get it? With a punch or something? Right?
Yeah, I got dope fiend. Once in jail, I got dope fiend. Got knocked out. I woke up getting kicked in the face. And then the second time, I was out in the streets and some things happened. And then I got dope fiend from the side. Yeah, pretty cool. That shit sucks.
I felt like I was on an acid trip, bro, when it happened.
But yes.
When I was going out, I was like, I saw the like light trails, I guess you could say. As I was going out, and I was like,
"What is this?" The weird pins and needles in your body.
I really thought I was reliving an acid trip. I was like, because you know how you hear people say like, "Oh, if you crack your back, It releases. You ever hear that? Some people would tell
I've
me
had
that.
it. No, I've had it happen.
Does that really? That never happened to me, and I thought I was experiencing that.
It definitely happened on like when we were going through the sick ecstasy binges through high school.
I've never had that happen, but when that happened, I thought I was having it happen.
I mean, I bet Blueface definitely felt some things like that happen also.
Oh, he felt some other shit because he had a whole ass glass cup on his face.
So I don't get it. Okay, I do understand this man has a lot of... No, I'm talking about the female aspect of it. He's got the house with all the bitches in it still? Or is he only fucking with her?
I think he's still fucking bitches on the side, but I think he does it low key now.
So he doesn't have the Blueface house with all 11 or whatever, like the Bad Girls Club.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I know that was around.
That was around. I think that's where she came from, right?
I think maybe.
Yeah.
I just know that he had a harem. We'll call it that. We'll make him sound cool.
Do you think that he's gonna do anything that he can't do? This bitch just domed him with the fucking glass cup, probably on some bullshit. That fool is like in danger for his life right now, bro. Don't even look at another bitch, bro. You know what I mean? Some bitch trying to holler at you, you act fucking blind, bro.
Yo, you know what the best part about this is? Literally, Friday, I saw that same bitch was making Christian music now.
No way.
Yes.
Christina Rock, she's making Christian, gospel
she was
music?
making like Christian rap music.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
And then she hits him in the head with the fucking glass cup.
Glass cup is what she said, yeah.
Interesting.
That's just embarrassing, bro.
I mean, that's a fucking regular ass toxic relationship, I guess.
Oh, dude.
But
I'm like, bro, you got money, bro. What are you doing?
What does that mean?
You could do so much better, bro. Go get yourself a yes man, bitch, bro.
Yeah, but he doesn't want
sir.
He doesn't want that. He had a house full of ratchet ass hoes that were fighting on the regular.
Bro, that bitch don't even... No, I'm gonna stop. I'm not trying to, she don't even look that good, bro.
I mean, it's your opinion, dog. You have opinions. You can say what you want. Nobody watches this for the most part.
That's true, bro.
Yeah, say what you want.
She looks like a dude. Low key.
I have not seen her enough to totally...
Want to see what she looks like?
Yeah, dude, pull it up. Pull a picture up. Looks like a dude.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe when she's done up, I don't know. Christine.
Bro, I've been homeless. You gotta understand that. So looks like a dude.
It's like a fucking female...
Whoops.
She's like she's like an athlete, you know.
What does that mean?
She got like a
different
body.
Athletes have different builds. I'm dating a gymnast. I'm probably not dating a WNBA player.
Okay, let me see. I'm not gonna show you the fucked up one.
No, show me the fucked up one.
You know the fucked up one?
Yeah.
I don't know when this is taken, bro, but
you want to see them at their worst.
Dude, why isn't it loading now? There's somewhere she looks good, bro, but...
She looks like that one chick that's like popping right now, too. I can't think of her name, dude.
Like, she doesn't look bad, like, right here, but honestly, it's like, bro, you could do so much better, bro. Like...
No, dude. Have you ever...
like, this isn't worth that, bro. That's mids.
She has a neck tattoo.
Yeah.
And no other tattoos.
Oh, no. She got his tattoo on her tooth. Wait, does she have the neck tattoo?
Look at her. Look at the rest of her body. Like, already, no.
She, like, bro.
That's horrible. There's so many other cool places you can tattoo before your neck.
Yeah, I'm good on that, bro. I don't know. That's not going to make me be doing all that shit. That's for sure.
I was talking with Sherman about, like, him one day because like a video was going around YouTube or Facebook of like what his house looked like and shit like that because his house is all like camoed out, like blue camoed out.
Sherman?
And then Sherman was like, do you know what kind of fucking contract he has? And I was like, no, I don't. And then he started explaining it to me and like I forgot how else I looked into it, but he's signed to like 4 different labels.
Blueface?
Yes.
Oh.
He's never going to make $1.
It happens. But you can make money a lot through endorsements and shit, though.
No. The way his contract set out through the labels is like he owes and owes and owes.
Yeah, I believe it. But like a lot of like new rappers, though, they just make money off tours and
yeah, a lot of those are like independent rappers too, though.
Yeah,
like he signed to like Sony, fucking Universal. Like he signed to like 4 different major labels.
Yeah.
And the way they work out is like it happens a lot with new rappers coming too that aren't independent that sign to these big labels. They just get fucked on the back end.
Yeah.
Because all their money's coming from advances and it takes them forever to pay back those advances.
How
and nobody's putting on music like that anymore. Like
no one's paying for music too, really nowadays.
Yeah, like you said, everything's coming from tours and merch.
Yeah.
But if you've got to pay your label back fucking $1 million because you're living in a fucking camoed out mansion in Hollywood, and that money's just adding up because you gotta pay your rent.
I mean, the mansion could even just be part of like a deal too, where he could just live there till his contract ends or something. It might not even be his, you know?
Probably, yeah. But that was the other part of it too. I guess is like he's never gonna be able to get out. Like the contract ends, but you still owe the record label because they advanced you all this money.
Yeah.
So like his savings, quote unquote, is probably non-existent in the clean world.
Yeah. Next subject, bro. Ronaldo signed to Saudi Arabia. I think he fucked up because he shouldn't have told people he's gonna retire. Because if you want to keep playing, it's like if you know he's gonna retire, it's like, I mean, how much money are you gonna pay him? Yeah.
Didn't he make a $250 million?
Yeah, but it's like no one really
for 1 year.
Yeah, but he could have like. At this point, they're just hiring him for his name, you know.
Obviously. But at the same time,
I don't think they expect him to. They're probably not going to have him lead or anything, you know.
Why? Just because of what happened at the World Cup?
Well, he's just not. It's like he's just not as good as how he used to be, and he already wants to retire, so the motivation isn't there, you know. He's just trying to live it out and ride it out and get some money.
I don't know if he wants to retire. I'm not super big into soccer, honestly.
When I said he's going to retire, this is 2 years.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're making that much fucking money, why would you keep playing?
Yeah, and it's like he's falling off and shit. So it's like, you want to be a supporter or not? If you don't, then step aside, yeah?
Yeah, I saw a video, like they were debating like differences between like him and Messi, for instance, because that's always been the battle. Those were the 2 big names.
They are.
And it's like Messi's aged well because he's older than Ronaldo, right?
I don't know. Is he?
I don't know, honestly.
I think is Messi Argentina, right?
Yeah, Messi's Argentina. They were just saying like the way Messi's aged as a player, he's moved where he's needed to be to get things done. Then he's still been a top-notch player to where Ronaldo, for instance, with the benching and things, like blew the fuck up, like did not take it very well. Like he's not aging well in the sense that he still has the ego of somebody that was what he was 10 years ago, when in his prime, yeah. And so
his pride is like not letting him.
Exactly. He's too prideful of a person and it's affecting him in his game at this point. So if he wants to retire in 2 years, cool. Nobody wants to become like, I don't know, dude. I was talking to
sport, you know, you're only your best first. You
don't want to be Tom Brady.
Yeah. Like, well, Tom Brady's still winning it though. Still winning it, bro.
He's gonna go down forever as one of the greatest QBs ever,
bro.
But look at his. I don't know. I mean, you're probably not into football.
His wife and shit. Yeah.
The divorce.
Yeah.
He's had
married to the game, homie.
I want to say they don't have the best season compared to like if he would have retired last season, like he like the word was, it would have been perfect.
But didn't he win last year?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go down as the best.
Well, who's he with now?
He's still with the Bucks. He's still with the Buccaneers, but he's going through a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I haven't kept up with football this season at all, really.
I'm not a football guy. I just know random shit from.
I'll keep up like every other season for whatever reason. A lot of it was me being in rehab, so like a lot of the guys were into football. And I stay up with it. I've stayed with it here and there, but it's not the same. He's going down. He didn't get to go out at the peak.
Yeah.
He's not gonna win a Super Bowl this year. Like. He's got all the shit going on with his wife, the kids. It's like you had your shot, dude. You should have just gone out like a fucking like a.
Well,
like
let's see if he wins again. Are they?
I think they're out of the standings. Oh. I don't even know if they made it to playoffs. I don't think they did. But regardless, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like I was watching Two Bears and they had Quentin Tarantino on.
I saw that. I didn't see it, but I popped up. I didn't watch it yet.
And like.
That's pretty cool. They got him.
He's got one. Quentin Tarantino's making one more movie.
He's done.
And he's done.
He's old, bro.
He's making 10. No, his goal is 10 movies, and that's it. That's all he's ever wanted to make. He's gonna make his 10th, and that's it. Because he wants to go out being the greatest thing that could be, where people want to see more Quentin Tarantino films. And guess what? You're not gonna get to.
Well, also though, I think the climate's changed where people don't really give a fuck about movies right now, dude. So
people don't give a fuck about movies, but trust and believe, if a new Tarantino film came out, it would be talked and hot. I'd go see it.
It would be hot, but I think if in comparison to what he's done in the past, I think the numbers are just not going to reflect like.
I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Look, dude. Like any great movie that's come out lately, it's just the numbers are low right now. No one gives a fuck about movies, dude.
Maybe not in theaters.
Not in theaters, but that's how you make your money back is in theaters. You know.
True.
So.
That's if he would want to do it, though. Because, I mean, like, if you think about a lot of Tarantino films, he makes them just because of the way he wants to make them.
Yeah. But, I mean, but the numbers matter, dude. As a producer, as a, director, it's like you look at the numbers, You compare your numbers from, like, let's say, like, Pulp Fiction to, like, and then you're, like, my most recent didn't even do half of what Pulp Fiction did, I think Pulp Fiction is going to do better than, what's the next thing he's making?
He has no idea.
What's the last thing he did?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Fucking amazing.
That was a good one.
That was amazing.
Well, we can look up. You want to look up the numbers?
Hateful Eight.
Wait, that was way older though. All right,
that was the one before. That was the last one before Once Upon a Time. I think was Hateful Eight.
Let's see the box office numbers.
I'm sure they're going to be higher because Pulp Fiction didn't hit in theaters. I want to say it was like a cult classic.
Yeah, I mean that's how a lot of his movies are. Okay, so all right, I got that one, and then would I say Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, I think a lot of it too is just he could get whoever he wants because of his past.
All right, actually, okay, so I'm wrong. Actually, so Pulp Fiction box office was 213.9 million. Once Upon in Mexico was 377.4 million. So
okay, well, that's a different movie completely.
Yeah.
That's not Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that I said.
Yeah.
That was the last movie.
That's a good movie, though. Django, that was a good one, too.
Django was his most, I think.
426.
That got brought up and nothing. Like, he got no backlash. Like, nothing came from it.
Yeah. You think he could do it again? I don't know, though.
I think he could do it again.
Yeah.
Literally, it's Quentin Tarantino. Like, you expect hard R's to get dropped. You expect some fucked up shit to happen. You expect a wild ass ending that no one's gonna expect. Like, you love Quentin Tarantino just for what he does.
Yeah.
No matter what you ever seen like True Romance or anything like that? Like some of his older shit, like Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are all just kind of set up the same, but the way they go down is different in each movie, and you want to see it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think the difference in Brady wanting to keep playing the game till apparently his wheels fall off or whatever the fuck, and somebody like Tarantino or these other guys who are like, here's a number, I'm going to do it that way, and I'm going out at the top. I have a lot more respect for that than you wanting to just drag this shit out.
But I think that it's different though because Tom Brady still has the skills. It's like he brought the Bucks and they didn't even like. When was the last Super Bowl they won?
Nobody expected it to happen for them to go to the Super Bowl at all. Nobody expected it. He brought a couple of guys back. He had a good team when he went in the first year, and it happened. And that should have been it. Like that was everybody was like, this shouldn't be really going down this way, and it is. Like call it quits.
Yeah. Anyway, so next subject. Did you see that airliner that fell? That plane?
No, I was.
I'll show you right now.
Show me it fall.
They have a video of it.
Of it falling?
Yeah.
Like the Dallas fucking plane collide? You ever see that? Did you see that? Like 6 months before, not even 6, like a couple months ago?
No.
There was an air show in Dallas, World War II planes, and 2 of them collided. One during takeoff and one making this weird, like one was taking off and the other one was making this weird ass bank turn, and they collided and killed a gang of people.
Let me see if I gotta find this video. I forgot who posted it. Yeah, you can see it fall and shit. It's really fucked up.
That's wild. Did they say why it fell? Is one of those like Boeing Maxes?
I don't know. I didn't look into it too hard, but here's this CNN. It could be fake news.
CNN.
You see it?
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna not show the crash or what? Damn.
They're definitely not going to show death happen.
Fuck you, CNN.
Fuck, dude. People fishing them out right after.
Yep. Savage. Hopefully I can find the video of them crashing. I'll put it. Oh yeah. Wait, no.
No, it was a helicopter.
I could have sworn I saw a video of someone recording of it crashing. That's a cool thing about smartphones. Yeah.
Dude.
It was on like an iPhone 13 or
like
14.
Who really thinks you're gonna like
That's savage though, huh?
Dude, I was on my way back from Orlando and like
I gotta find the crash, bro.
We had the worst worst turbulence I've ever experienced of the less than 10 times I've ever been on a plane.
That should get scary.
But the pilot came on the most I've ever heard a pilot come on to tell people that everything's fine, not to worry. And then shortly after, the plane dropped like 10 feet. Oh, that's a plane falling.
Fucked up, huh?
That's gnar, dude.
Dude, that's sad. A lot of crazy shit's going on in the world.
A lot of planes are falling out of the sky.
Planes are scary.
Planes are super scary.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened like yesterday or this morning, dude, which is so sad, bro. Those Indian airlines, though, I heard some bad stories, bro.
I've heard bad. There's that documentary on Netflix about the Boeing 737
That's a good
Max.
documentary. Have you seen it?
Of course I've seen it. I love documentaries.
I love dogs, bro. But yeah, India is not known to be the safest when it comes to the airliners.
I can imagine. You got 1 billion people to worry about. And then you want to worry about planes too?
Yeah.
Kind of rough.
Very rough.
Kind of rough. I don't know, dude. Like, turbulence sucks. It scares the fuck out of me.
Hell yeah,
I can't
dude.
even lie.
Fuck it. We're not supposed to be out there.
No, we're not supposed to be up that high, dude. It sucks dick. It's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
And then to be in like a place where regulations aren't the same.
Yeah.
Or like some shit might slide by.
A lot of fuck shit happens in India, bro. America, we're cool because we got regulation.
We have a decent amount of regulations.
Good enough, bro.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Planes aren't constantly falling out of the sky.
No, we made sure of that. The worst that you have is like what happened with how the airliners have been like missing flights and shit recently.
Dude, did you see the thing where the FAA grounded all flights?
Yeah,
last week.
Yeah, what was it for like
they had a computer malfunction or something like that.
Yeah, and then it happened even before that, like the week before that with was it Spirit or there's an airliner that
grounded all their flights.
Yeah, all of them because they didn't have like a hub or some shit.
Interesting.
So like a lot of flights have like a hub. So if there's like a storm, then they all regroup at like this one hub, and then they can figure out
where to send them.
Yeah. But this one airliner, I can't remember the name of it. It was like
sounds like it'd be something like Spirit or Frontier. What's
the cheapest?
Spirit.
They're under investigation right now.
They're under investigation.
Yeah, by the flight commission or whatever.
Fuck the FAA.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of it, but what happened was there was like a storm that fucked up a lot of flights, right? And all these other airliners, they just sent like their crew to their hub, the closest hub. And so they regrouped there and then figured out where they can go and were sent to send people. This one airliner, they're known for being like the fastest with direct flights.
Yeah.
And because they have a quick turnaround time. It's like as soon as the flights land, they clean up and then they go to pick up the next one. They're like a cheaper, more affordable flight airliner, Anyways, one of the things they did is they got rid of hubs because it's like if you have to keep coming to a hub, then that takes more time. It makes more of a longer turnaround time, So they reroute stuff like while they're flying to the next they're going to a destination and they'll already be routing them to the next one after,
Yeah.
But because of that, when the storm hit, they had nowhere to send anyone, and then they hadn't updated their computers in all these years, dude. And so it's like, dude, there's still people that don't have luggage to this day, bro. It happened on Christmas week, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, they stranded people and like it's crazy. It was a big ordeal,
That sucks dick, dude.
Yeah.
I had to wait a day for my luggage, and I was irritated as fuck.
Yeah.
I had to drive all the way back to LAX the next day to get it.
Yeah, well, there's people that didn't get it at all, bro. The luggage went on a different flight,
I'd be so mad.
Oh, yeah, dude. They're going to get sued for sure. For sure. All right, last thing, bro. This is might go deep, but Twitter files. I keep posting these Twitter files because they're interesting, bro. Pfizer, bro, got caught up. They were using Twitter to try to censor posts about the vaccine's efficacy. They even went so far as to tell the U.S. government, like, hey, can you tell Twitter to delete this, ban this account? It's just crazy because it's like now you have like a corporate company, you know, that is trying to censor like free living Americans, law abiding Americans that are exercising their freedom of speech, you know, First Amendment right.
And not in a bad way necessarily.
Doesn't matter if it's bad or wrong.
Well, not like for not for like being racist or not to like.
Well, they're asking questions about a drug, bro.
Exactly.
And Pfizer was trying to silence them, and they did. There was accounts that did ban, and there was posts that they did take down, you know, because of Pfizer. And it's crazy because it's like, dude, there's video of like the Pfizer CEO straight up telling the European Union that like, we don't know if this can prevent the disease. Like they straight up asked the CEO, like, can you show us the studies that prove that it can prevent the COVID disease? And she was like, no. And then he was like, are there any studies? No. And then now you have Twitter censoring people questioning it when the CEO herself admits that they did no test to make sure it worked, you know?
Yes.
It's crazy, bro.
Money does everything, dude. It's fucked up.
I feel like people should get fired for that, bro.
I mean, obviously, yes. People should get fired. Like, lots of bad things should happen.
Bro, Bill of Rights are Bill of Rights, bro. When you come to this country, it's like there's fucking rules that are set in stone that if you're here, you're an American citizen, we protect these rights. That is like the top of the list. The whole reason America was started was because of prosecution of religion, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, so we made the First Amendment right, freedom of speech. That is the one thing that we can die on this hill for, and we will die with you, you know? And it's like crazy.
All it takes is some fucking dollars in somebody's pocket to get something past it.
Yeah. Pfizer on some fuck shit.
Well, like Joe Rogan had, like Zuckerberg, I think, or Lex Friedman had Zuckerberg on there.
Yeah. They both did.
And he was saying directly, like Zuckerberg was saying that the U.S. government was telling them the same exact shit. Like, I want to say that's where a lot of the fact checker shit even originated from.
Yeah. It
was like all of the COVID shit that was going around, and them all, like Facebook was also doing the same shit as Twitter.
Yeah, they all were. But I think Twitter did it more. I think a lot of the other social media sites didn't know.
No, they were just listening to what the government said. I don't know if they were getting specific accounts to ban, because that's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Like they were looking into people that much that were just asking questions and wanting to know simple things. I mean, look at like when Fauci was in front of whoever, I can't think of, like maybe the Senate or whatever, and they were asking him all about that gain of function research, and like he was trying to twist words around, make it seem like it wasn't, but that's exactly what it was.
Well, he went and said gain of function, gain of function?
Mm-hmm.
He's saying how the research should be banned.
Yeah.
And when he was the one that was promoting it, like, you know.
And then it was like the one of the, I want to say his kid, Ron Paul's kid, Rand Paul, that was like just going off on him for that whole thing, like stating certain things, like quoting things, and Fauci really didn't have shit to say. But back to his, like the usual, it's not gain of function, it was this or that. But it was plainly gain of function research.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking ridiculous.
Crazy, bro. Government's crazy. People are crazy. Fuck everyone.
Yeah.
Criminals are more honest than fucking politicians.
Today's day and age, you are decently correct with that for sure. You are for sure. Although I don't know, dude, you fucking give me some fucking insider trading access like Nancy Pelosi has, I might start lying about you there too. I can't even lie. 7 figures is nice. 8 figures is better. 9 figures, I'll fucking say whatever you want me to say.
Well, I think they should ban stock trading if you're a politician, dude. I really do. It's fucked up.
No, well, there's like laws for lobbyists and shit, I guess, to where, because a lot of them start out as politicians and then they move into becoming lobbyists.
You have to be a politician, I think, I think that's
one of the rules. And so when politicians go to become lobbyists, they're supposed to be like a grace period. of to where you being.
There should be. I don't think there is though. I think there needs to be though.
They might have been talking about it like that, but for instance, there's something to where you being in the Senate to you being a lobbyist. There either is or there should be a grace period.
There's none. I already looked into it. A lot of people were talking about that.
You would think that it'd be perfect. You can't lobby for 2 years, 3 years after you get out.
You really got to look into what or something. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then you really got to look into what you're going behind.
Yeah,
rather than just getting a quick big ass paycheck for the next 10 years.
You know what else is crazy is if you're on the Supreme Court, it's like no one actually checks if you're following the rules. Like so for anyone in any politician, it's like there's certain groups that their job is to look at them for doing specific things. Like there's a group that like they're paid for by the government to like investigate if politicians are like laundering money or like taking bribes or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But if you're on the Supreme Court, they're the only people that can question you, I guess you could say, or investigate you are like the other justices, you know? Yeah. But there's no actual group that's in charge of like watching you. Yeah. Which is crazy because it just comes down to like, are you doing this? No. You know?
And that's it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah, basically. Because no Supreme Court judge wants to actually open an investigation against someone else because then they're going to open it on them, you know? Reversed. It's like this thing that happens where it's like, we're on the top now and we can do whatever we want, you know?
And they've got so many skeletons in their closet already.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's pretty wild.
I know.
How long do you think we've been going for?
I think it's been an hour at least. I'm kind of hungry and...
I got to pee really bad.
Yeah, so should we just cut it?
Thanks for coming to another episode.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. Episode 7, Down the Hatch. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep. We'll be having guests soon here enough. We've been trying to get some, but
it's tough.
The world happens and people have to reschedule and things don't happen.
It's been raining really hard though. So I'm like, I honestly don't even want to go anywhere, bro.
No, not at all.
So, as always, fuck everyone. Live a good life. Oh, I do want to bring this one up. Last episode, I got my car towed.
He did get his car towed.
For some bullshit.
On some bullshit.
And you know how it's like, last episode, I was like, try to be a good person.
Fuck that bitch.
Try to be a good person, bro. Like, honestly, my shit was like literally parked on a line, bro.
And she got towed.
On some bullshit. So try to be a good person and fuck everyone.
Yeah, don't tow cars. Tow government's cars or something. I don't fucking know.
Tow these nuts, homie.
Have a good night.